Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Pedro and in today's video I bring you another build for my Building Newcrest challenge. This build will be on the side of the Hispanic building I made before, so it's an inspired Spanish build. It's using base game only and was really fun to do it. It's very different from the previous one I have done. It have more or less, because the previous one I used Jungle Adventure, and on this one I used just based game. It's slightly different, but they go very well together. So they are in the richest neighborhood, in my point of view. So they are in, if you go to Newcrest, it's on the bottom part on the left side, where you have like the bay. So it's the 30 by 20 lot, and all of this lots I'm doing here, they are quite of Spanish inspired. So what I want to do in front of them, for example, is a spa. Spoiler alert for next videos. And all the spa is going to be inspired with this theme too. But I will do later on. It's not even done yet, so it's just something I think about it. But please let me know if you think it's okay to make something like that. I was thinking more like using spa day and island living, and to make a more like beachy Spanish resort spa, but it's going to be a spa and it will have a gym too. So back to this building. So this building is a home. It will have a lot of rooms, more than I was anticipated. It have 3 floors, and we're gonna start with the decoration of the outside. So I start a little bit around than I used to do. Normally I used to make the inside and then jump to the outside, but at this time around I decided to make the outside first. And let me tell you, I'm really happy with the outside. It's very different, and of course it has some palm trees, and we are in Newcrest, but guess what? I just discovered some of the propped houses in the back, so the fake houses, they have palm trees. So we are not so out of the environment. And I was quite like, all of this having palm trees, Newcrest, because we have like very robust big trees and avocado trees, and I was like, palm trees is quite like tropical, more Oasis Spring, it's more for Sulani, it's quite difficult, but I found it in the propped houses, and I was like, okay, this will work. So we are doing a little bit of a garden there. I never made something like this before. We're going to put some cactus. It looks really nice. It gives that hot season, hot place weather, and it was really nice to make that garden. We will have a little bit of an outside dining space. What I think is very characteristic for this countries is like you enjoyed a lot the al fresco thing. You are always outside, barbecue, even if it's not with friends, with family, summer, it's always used. It's always very common to find this kind of things. And then I put some that shaders. It comes everything with based game. I'm really happy with the end result. It looks a little bit boxy, I'm not gonna lie, but the bumps I put it in the house on the left, on the back, then we're gonna change this side one to look like they extended the house, because I was not quite happy with the roofing. But later on in the video, I think we will see it in the tour. I think I removed it from the video to don't be so extended, but we will see that in the tour I will do in the end of this speed build. We're putting some big arches. We are just rearranging windows. It always takes a lot of time to make the outside decorations, layout. Sometimes I do room by room and I add windows. Sometimes I do by the outside to what looks nice and I adapt to the inside. Everything depends of how I'm feeling. And I use these details on the walls. I never used that before, and I think was very suitable to put it in this building. So now we're going to do the back garden. I decided to not put fence, but we will have some greenery around. It's a kind of fence, but not being actually a physical fence. I play a little bit in the front to put a gate, but it's just like the fence is like the bush, and it have then a little bit of fence to have a door. So here we are doing a swimming pool. We're gonna have another pergola here with outdoor seating. We're gonna have a lot of flowers and trees. I really wanted to do it in a different way I used to do it. We will have a connection through the side of the house to the back. Here is where I do the entrance. We will see that in a second. Now I'm putting some plants. It's nothing special. I really like the greenery always brings so homey to the houses. It's like they are like more comfy and they are look friendly, and when you pass in the streets at homes and apartments and they have like greenery around, it's so much pleasing, and that's what I was trying to bring here. In the back we will have a sitting area too. We will have some chairs to relax. It's going to be really, really pretty. I really like the backyard of this house. The house was not so big as the one on the side. They have a wonderful view to a golf court on the back of the houses, both of them. And this is like a very, very expensive house for the size it is. But because it's in the richest neighborhood, I didn't decide to make it so much budget, like stuck my budget to something to build this house. So it means it seems who have money. It's a big family. You will have 5 rooms, what is very, very a lot, and 3 bathrooms. Of course, I pretend to do in another neighborhood more starter-friendly homes. Now we are decorating the top floor. We have like a very, very big balcony around the building. What I really like, you have a wonderful view from upstairs. I will show you in the tour. Is really, really beautiful. When I was everything is fully functional, so I play tested the house. I needed to adjust some things, toilets, and was like Teams was not able to use it, so I just changed it off camera when I was playtesting this building. And we are giving like a more the tones. The difference between this house and the previous one I made with Jungle Adventure, is like it's we can't see it here, but the color from the walls, I was trying to make as matchy as I could, but it's the Jungle Adventure wallpaper ones are very orangey. So the color I chose was very orangey, and for the base game I couldn't have something really, really similar. So I decided to choose these orangey items to don't be so out-place, and we will have some more white. I use again these vases from the Hispanic patch we had. We have the pergola, is beautiful. I really, really like it. I wished we had more ones and different ones in base game, because I think it brings a lot to the outside. It's like the furniture of the outside, and it's really, really make the houses comfortable. and pleasing to see. I don't bring you any family to this home because I wanted to have some houses with no Sims, so like available. So when I do my my game and I use this save, I have like always the option playing in Newcrest and have some lots available. We will have 2-3 lots available, one more affordable, this one more expensive, and then one medium price. So this, then we start the inside. This is in the second floor. That's what I decided to do first. We're going to do the rooms and the common bathrooms. We will have a master bedroom with a master bathroom. So an in-suite. We will have a common bathroom for 3 rooms. We will have a room for an older couple or a teen girl. Or a young adult girl. We will have the parents' room, we will have a toddler's room, and we will have like a kids' teen room. And they are always adapted. And on the ground floor, where is the living room, I decided to make like a guest room. So you actually can fit 9 Sims in this house, but the maximum you can have in a household is 8. So I think it's really, really great. And the price is not so bad for 8 Sims. If you have 8 Sims, you will pay with a little bit of more money. And I think everything is it's not such a massive home where you lost your Sims in their own house. So this is the one. It could be more girly, more teen, young adult. I'm really happy with this room. We will see it in a second. I made a kind of makeup table, beauty table, and I discovered something. It was like by mistake. So we have the star mirror, and I was not so happy with the star mirror like that. So I decided to put full wall mirrors. I was just looking, and I discovered when you put one on the top of the other one, so the lights of the star will stay in the mirror, but they will not interfere with each other. We will see that in a second. And I was really, really happy. It looks really, really nice. So I did this, and then I started putting, and I was like, this star doesn't match so well here. So I put big ones. You see, you can still see the star, but you have it under the mirrors because the front mirrors are more deep. So I usually do a lot of this kind of things. I really like to play with lights and mirrors to have it behind. I was trying to put a fireplace here, but was quite of a small room. So yeah, that is the first room. So after we will jump to the teen kids room. Is very small compared to the other rooms, and even the toddler's room will be on this side. Was quite difficult for me to do this room because I decided to put a double bed, and I should actually had put a single bed. You can always change it. It's functional like that, but it's quite massive for having in this room. It should be a single bed. It will look much better because you can center with the window, have 2 stands or just one nightstand, have a backpack, and it's not going to look so massively huge in the room, if you know what I mean. So probably now I'm thinking I could do that. I could do that like in the tour we're gonna have next. I can probably change this bed to a single bed, and I think will make total sense. It will not make the room to be so immense because that bed is good if you have like teens and they have girlfriends, and then if you ask to have like the girlfriend to stay at night or young adult, then you have always a double bed. It's quite common. than finding single beds. But I think in this room it could be really nice to have a single bed instead of a double one. I changed the wallpaper. I was not actually having the vibe. Was quite like outdated. Was very. I wanted the idea was this house. It went through time, and some things are more modern. Some things are more old stuff, and we have a little bit of mix and match, and that's what I was looking for. But that wallpaper was making actually the room very, very old-fashioned style, and that was not what I was looking for. So here we are starting doing the toddler's room. It ended up really, really cute. I really, really like. I had the opportunity to use the dinosaur, the sofa, and these things I actually don't use normally. I don't do much toddler's rooms, but the ones I do, I always try to make them as cute as I can, and I really, really enjoy it to make this room. So for the Spanish vibe, we have here like wooden floors in the rooms, and then we will have on the rest of the house kind of mosaic, because it's very common in Spanish homes to have mosaics, like in kitchens, living rooms, even in rooms, because they have such hot summers. And the good thing is when you use mosaics on the floor, it makes the hotness to don't be so absorbed like wood. Like, for example, United Kingdom, we used carpet. We used wooden boards because it's more warmer, it's more comfy during winter, so it keeps the warm inside of the house. In more south countries, we use mosaics to be more cooler. So here we are in the parents' room now, and it's really different from the other rooms. I will say we will gonna have this wood accent wall. I started to put it like in red, the rest of the room, but was quite heavy. I cut, and it's done already on the video, the bathroom, but we will see it on the tour, definitely. Was getting very, very heavy, the walls to be in this color, so I'm gonna change to a little bit of more beigey color, a more neutral color, because it was getting very, very intense. It was intense. The red was out there. We're gonna put some carpet. I decided to use these frames. We'll have Bob pancakes there. Super cute. And this wall lights, I will remove it. I was like, I want to have wall lights. I really, really want to have wall lights. But at the end, I was not so happy about the wall lights. Was like, I was not feeling it. That was like, no. So when I was reviewing and testing the build, I decided to remove them. We will be soon on the third floor, and I really, really like the third floor. I think it's one of my favorite places in this house. I love this wooden floor. I never used this wooden floor before, and it's so beautiful. I love the design. It's quite heavy, actually, for many people. It's a very, very heavy floor, but it's so beautiful. I never saw this before. I love the details, and it brings so much a vibe inside of this library office. We will have plenty of skill build items in this build. We have the reading, we will have chests, we will have the computers, we will have an easel, we will have a wooden table. So we will have gardening, so we will have some pots for gardening. It's a lot of coverage for skill build items. I always look for to that because I like the houses to be very appreciated as items. For me, it's very important to have skill build items, because when you play the game, is majority of the gameplay is skill build to improve. We have guitars, we're gonna have a piano too in the living room, and the majority of the game, as I was saying, is basically for work, for aspiration, is skill build. So you need to have skill build items. We have the swimming pool, and we'll have some exercise equipment. And here we are decorating the balcony already. I put a bar outside. It's like a library lounge in the front of the house. And on the back of the house, we will have the chest and the exercise equipment. So now we turn to the ground floor. I use again this table from the Hispanic month patch. I'm going to use the mural here to give some fun and diversity to the outside. I really like all of these items. I really appreciate they introduced these items. It's not only Hispanic countries who have this kind of items. I'm not from a Hispanic country, and I can tell you it's very traditional to have the chairs I put outside and that type of table in my country, and I really appreciate it. It's beautiful. I really like it, and I think it's been changing, and I really like the way they are approaching the game to be more trying to fix things it shouldn't be fixed long time, to have different aspects and different ethnic signs in the game, to introduce new cultures, because it makes it's like when we associate the item to some culture, probably in another one we can have it too. And it's the same with this chairs, the chairs outside, that berg sitting. It's very traditional in my country too. Right now we are seeing the kitchen. We're going to change this art to the other wall. I think it's not showing in this speed build. We are almost finishing this speed build. We just have left a living room and a guest room. So the kitchen, I try to make it very big, very traditional, very open space. And I think in like Spanish influence is very in rich families. It's very like this. It's very open. It's not like a struggle skinny kitchen. And I put a breakfast table. I think was very important. All of these houses have like breakfast tables. Now we jump to the living room. We will have a piano. I love the color scheme. It's like beigey, orangey brown. For the living room, I really like it. And of course, I use a lot of that vases because I really like that vases. We have a television. We have another toilet here. We will see it in the tour. We will have in just some seconds. I will put the piano out. I think it's very characteristic to have music instruments in Spanish culture. Of course, in other cultures too. It's not the culturing thing, but you have like big entrance pianos, and is really opulent, and you see it. It's something you remember. Then we will jump soon in the guest room. So I decided to make the guest room with the view to the swimming pool. And we are almost ending this speed build and jumping in the tour. The guest room will be all in red tones. It's quite fun. It's very simple. I didn't want to put nothing characteristic to something because I wanted to actually be a guest room. It's a very, when you have a guest rooms, you don't put too much character on them. You leave them like a little bit standard, so no one feels like offended or something like that. So we are almost done with this speed build, so without further ado, let's jump into the building. So here we are in the final home. As you can see, it ended up really, really cute. So it have like the main building on the left side, and then it looks like they added an extra part of it. So let's have a look around and let's have a tour inside. So we can see already we're having the welcome wagon, but we have a lot of greenery around. We have that outside table in the front. It gives such a homey vibe. I really, really like it. We can see the balcony in the top, and we have a lot of light. If we go to the back, we have a little balcony there. On the top, we have all of this balconies. It's on the side of the Hispanic home I made it before, and here we have the outside. It's really pretty. I really, really like it. So we have a swimming pool. We have the lounge here. It's really, really pretty. So let's go to the inside. So in this home, I decided to make a little bit of a swap, I would say, and the entrance, it's like hide it on the side. So if we go through this door, we are meet with the grand piano and the living room. It's really beautiful. Really like the orangey brownie tone. It looks very comfortable. If we go through this door, very on the side of the entrance, we have the first bathroom. It's like the common bathroom for guests, and for the room we will see it next. So if we go here, we have the stairs to upstairs. We can have overview from the kitchen here. We have another living area. And if we go through this door, we have the guest room. So it's very simple. I wanted to not be characteristic to no one, because that is the fundamental of having a guest room, so everyone can feel comfortable and welcome. So if we go through here, the arches, we are met with the kitchen, a very, very large kitchen. I really like the aesthetic of the kitchen. It came very comfy grandma kitchen with the breakfast table in the middle. Is really pretty. And we have there the frames I was showing you in the video, and some plates to give some more decorations. If we go through this door, we meet the front of the house with the decorations from the patch we received for the Hispanic month. Really like it. I think it's really, really pretty. And I'm getting into it in every house to have something like this, and I can, because I like to make different aesthetics, but I really like this. If we go through that door, we will have access to the back and to the swimming pool. So let's go up. If we go up, we will meet in a hall. It's a very simple hall. We have more stairs to go up. We have all the rooms, and let's start with this one. So this one is the pinky room, more grandma, teen girl, or boy. If you like pink, is not a problem at all. We will have this vanity I created with some products, the star. I really like the effect on the mirrors, and that's it for this room. If we go to next door, we have the common bathroom of this floor. We have a massive like jacuzzi bath, like the expensive one. We have a shower, toilet, and we have the sink, everything, a lot of cluttered items. I love the mixed together of the floor with this wallpaper is really beautiful. If we go through this door, we have the parents' room with like the bed and the wardrobe are all together vibe. Really beautiful. I really like the shelves with the decorations on the top, having an overview computer, books, everything really beautiful. If we go here, we have the first balcony. We have some planters, we have a bonsai tree, and we have a relaxing area. And if we go through this one, is the smaller one. We have the easel to paint, and we have just a chair. If we go to this door, is the ensuite. Very beautiful. I like this cabinet with this mirrors. It gives a very like countryside vibe, and I really like it. We have a shower there, and then we have another bathtub, some decorations, and that's it for this room. So if we go to the other side now, for the two rooms left. So we have this one in the corner. It's the teen kids room. I replaced it for a single bed. It looks much better now. Not so much massive. I love the pride flag. And then we have here the vanity with the mirror. We have some old mixed with new, and that's what I was looking for. And on the last but not least, we have the toddler's room on this floor. It's really beautiful. I love the orangey color. The animals is really beautiful. The balloons, the little chandelier, it's as a cloud for dreaming. Really pretty. And if we go through the last floor, so if we go up to the stairs, we meet with this library office place. Really like the red on the wall. You have a lot of clutter items. We have another fireplace here, and if we go through this door, we have a chess table. At the end of the corridor, we have exercise equipment, and in the other side, so in the front of the building, we have the bar area with some music to be played. And that's it. I really, really like this building. It came out really pretty. It matched pretty well with the side one. It's a little bit taller. I decided to make this wavy, rounded roof. And yeah, I really like it. I will upload to the gallery, and I will put direct links in the description below. And I will finish this video here. So if you enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you all in the next one.